Hello everyone, I am Karthik from ITS section. Today my topic on concept video is about the cryptography technologies and its techniques. Let us know what is this cryptography technologies and its techniques briefly in the further slides. Let us dive into our topic. Introduction. Various cryptography techniques have been developed to provide data security to ensure that the data transferred between the communication parties is confidential and not modified by an unauthorized party to prevent hackers from accessing and using their information. Caesar cipher, monoalphabetic cipher, homophonic substitution cipher, polyalphabetic cipher, playfair cipher, rail fence, open time pad, heel cipher are some of the examples of cryptography techniques. Cryptography deals with various security principles which are as follows. Confidentiality. It specifies that only the sender and the recipient or recipient should be able to access the message. Confidentiality will get lost if an authorized person can access a message. It identify authentication. It identifies a user or a computer system that it can be trusted. Integrity. It checks the message's contents must not be altered during its transmission from the sender to the recipient. Non-repudiation. It specifies that the sender of a message cannot be refused having sent it later on in the case of a dispute. Top 5 category techniques. Simple quotes. This category is any way of writing a message by side that it is difficult for any else to read, that involves writing stuff in another alphabet, where we can see the Icelandic Icelandic ruins and IPA and another Nietzsche built alphabets such as the disparate alphabet. These are the some symbols in the simple codes. In this we can use a language to code. We have looked into the creation of a created languages such as Elvish and Esperanto. Chesternas and Judish Avela's book Code Talker is a book that explains how the Navajo language had been used as a code in the Second World War and never was cracked into extremely intense conditions. If Navajo had no words for a particular notion, the code speakers choose a term instant. The Navajo word of a hummingbird, for example, had become a fighter plane, and Iron Hat was Germany. Coming to the another method, symmetric encryption. Symmetric encryption is a type of encryption that is used for the encryption and the decryption of electronic data by just one key. Substitution ciphers are a symmetrically encryption techniques, but a modern symmetric encryption can be much more complicated. Data are converted to a method that anyone cannot understand without a secret key to decrypt it using symmetrically encryption algorithms. Symmetric encryption is an old algorithm, but it is faster and efficient than the asymmetric encryption because of great performance and the fast speed of symmetric as compared to the asymmetric encryption. Whereas symmetric key cryptography involves the usage of the same key for the encryption and the decryption at the same time. As a asymmetric key cryptography involves using one key for encryption and another different key for decryption. Symmetric encryption is typical for big quantities of information. Example for database encryption in bulk encryption. In the case of database, the secret key can only be the encrypted or decrypted by the database itself. This is about the symmetric encryption. We can see working of a symmetric encryption in the picture given below. So we have a shared key. Same key is used to encrypt and decrypt the message. To encrypt from sender to plain, sender sends the text in the plain text format, and it encrypts and the ciphertext, and using ciphertext we decrypt, and the plain text is received by the recipient. This is the symmetric encryption method. Two kinds of symmetric encryption algorithms are available. They are block algorithm and stream algorithm. Block algorithm: the set of bits is encoded with a specific secret key in an electronic data block. The system keeps the data in its memory while it is waiting to get complete blocks when the data are encrypted. Some important block cipher algorithms are DES, triple DES, AES, etc. Coming to the stream cipher algorithm, in this plaintext number of characters are combined with pseudo-random cipher digit stream. Some important stream cipher algorithms are RC4, A5, Blowfish, etc. In symmetric key encryption, the encryption code can be cracked if someone finds out the symmetric key, but this problem can be overcome with the Diffie-Hellman algorithm. In the Diffie-Hellman algorithm, key exchange or agreement algorithm, the sender and the receiver must agree on the symmetric key, and using this technique, this key can be used for encryption and decryption purpose. These are the two methods that are block algorithm and stream cipher algorithm in the symmetric key encryption. Coming to the third one, asymmetric encryption. Asymmetric encryption is also called as public key cryptography. Asymmetric key encryption helps to resolve a key and exchange problem of a symmetric symmetric cryptography. Asymmetric encryption: two keys are used to encrypt plain text in asymmetrical encryption through the internet or a big network. The secret keys are exchanged. It is necessary to notice that anyone with a secret key can decrypt the message. So asymmetric encryption uses two corresponding keys to increase safety. Anyone who wishes to find you a message will have a public key freely accessible, but the second private key is held the secret for you to understand you only. A message encrypted with a public key can be decoded with a private key. A message encrypted with a private key can also be decrypted with a public key. We can see the working of asymmetric encryption in the picture given below. Here the original text is sent to encryption using a public key, and scrambled data, it is decrypted by using a private key, and we get the original text again. Coming to the fourth one, steganography. Steganography is a technique that facilitates the hiding of a message that is to be kept secret inside other message. Earlier, people used methods to hide messages such as invisible ink, minute variations, etc. But in an age of technology, steganography is a technique to console data that can be the file, message, image, etc. inside other files, messages, or images. Coming to the fifth one, hashing. Hashing is the cryptographic technique that converts data that can be any form into a unique string. Regardless of size or type, any data can be hashed using a hashing algorithm. It takes data of a random length and converts it into a fixed hashed value. Hashing is different from other encryption methods because in hashing encryption cannot be reversed. That is cannot be encrypted using keys MD5, SHA-1, SHA-256, and are widely used hashing algorithms. So coming to the conclusion, this article has said that cryptography and various cryptography techniques to encrypt and decrypt the data are. So cryptography is used in all fields to secure data and prevent it from getting hacked. For example, for securing password, authenticating banking transactions, etc. Nowadays, various new cryptographic techniques are developed and cracked. Hence, it is important always to be aware of computer threats and take precautions to avoid them as the best as we can. Thank you. This is about cryptographic techniques and technologies. Thank you.